You did it again. You wasted money. Actually, I poured it out on the ant mound over there. I hope it doesn't hurt the tree. Shouldn't, since the trees make tannin. But a nice lady came up, and I didn't want to create a scene lecturing her. How dare you fucking bring me a steaming hot cup of Cafe Americano from Starbucks. And anybody who knows me in the least little bit knows that I prefer lots of sugar, like most people, most coffee drinkers, and cream. And actually, not creamer, cream. Actually, I prefer a real, creme fraiche. Lots of sugar. And so, she wasted $5 or $6 that I just promptly threw out on the tree because, I mean, the shit's undrinkable. You know, really, because, oh, God. Am I getting through to any of y'all? It's, ask first. This town is so full of rich people. Seriously, you're rich. 106,000, please. I used to always time $10.99 miscellaneous. I know what rich is because they put rich. The top 10% is right at the top of the form. It was, last time I remember, actually it had gone down from 110 to $106,800. And shit, that's more than half the people in this town make that, not counting their other assets. But to spend, this is not even this is like the Midland. This is not even a grande, a small one. You spend about $6 on nasty tannic acid water. What do you think, I'm going to carry my own sugar and creamers or what? You know, I don't get this shit. You know, ask me first. I'm going to tell it now. Last evening, it was actually already getting dark. A lovely young lady stopped and handed me a pretty little box that she actually paid $8 for, marked down from $16 from Ross, Dress for Less. And in that box was about $40. That's really been my only substantial donation since the church lady got angry at me. But you know what? Usually when you ask somebody, she didn't even ask me if I wanted coffee. She already bought it, was handing it to me, and I waited until she got out of sight to dump it on that. Actually, I didn't think even the ants deserved that. That particular ant pretty much leaves me alone. I didn't think that ant really deserved that cruel of fate. Think about it. That's $6 that I could have had in my pocket. Shekels are always better than what you want to give me. I'm sick of these hyper-consumptive types. See, my oldest brother was like that. He and his wife, they loved to go out and be seen writing, back in the days when you could write a check before it was like being booked for murder. They loved going out and consuming other people's money and buying shit that they had, you know, without giving anybody else a say. They're using my money, my mother's money, others during the attempted theft, fraud of my mother. So anybody who knows me knows that I don't drink coffee from Starbucks, particularly because they almost never get it sweet enough, hot enough. This was hot enough, but that's because it's Cafe Americano, where they take the espresso type shit, and at least my experience, and then they just water it down with boiling hot water. Problem is, no sugar, no cream. Literally, you could have just taken that $5 or $6 and thrown it out the fucking window, because it's on the ground right now. And I want to thank that young lady who came up here. And I can tell, you can tell in Pflugerville, Texas, you can tell the income and social level of a person by their vehicle. I think she was actually the daughter of a woman who stopped earlier and tried to hand me a couple of $1 bills. Actually kind of at a distance. And they just, the daughter decided to bring me, she said, some money she had saved or whatever it is. She's probably hardworking. It looked like maybe some of her tip money, because there was about oh gosh, like 16, 18, $1 bills in with the 10 and 5s. So this is a town that will buy shit that, if they know me at all, it's going in the dumpster. A lot of the food at Starbucks is edible, but not all of it, because I'm not sure of the oils they're using and other stuff. That's, please don't get me into, don't really feel like attacking Starbucks. I'm just trying to let the person she might be one of my over 35 viewers. You pissed away money. You know how angry that makes a Jew when you just, without even asking me, you lay out money. What the hell are you going to do with this coffee? You're not supposed to microwave these containers. They can't really be reheated unless you put it in another container. So that's pretty much my morning gripe, is $6-7 wasted right there. It could have been in my pocket, where I could buy something like good, And I'll end with this, please. I went food shopping yesterday in Walmart. Americans really can't be, except for what I mentioned, the black, Hebrew, Israelite, Christian, Muslims. They can't be that. Americans can't be that racist, because almost all that food came from other countries. And really. And it's like, for a long time, beef wasn't marked. They didn't forced to mark country of origin on beef. As soon as they did, all of a sudden they had to kind of switch to buying American beef, and the prices went up. Almost everything in Walmart comes from a foreign country. So you can't really be that, You go around talking about the Chi-Coms, and you're wearing Chi-Coms. You talk about the Muslims, yet I'm wearing a Jordanian, jacket, stuff like that. I think there's some manufacturing in Palestine. So, waste.